हेलो फ्रेंड, गुड मॉर्निंग, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल इम्तियाज़ ब्लॉग। हम लोग के पास अक्सर लोग फ़ोन करते हैं, मैसेज करते हैं कि कौन सा लैपटॉप लेना है, कौन सा डेस्कटॉप लेना है, और लोग ये भी पूछते हैं कि कितना GB रैम ले, कौन सा मेमोरी कार्ड ले, कौन सा ग्राफिक कार्ड ले। तो आज हम इस वीडियो में आपको पूरा बताने वाले हैं कि आपके लिए कौन सा लैपटॉप बेस्ट होगा, कौन सा डेस्कटॉप आपके लिए बेस्ट होगा। और हमारे साथ में इली है, आप इसको जानते ही हैं, हम दोनों साथ में ही काम करते हैं। और हम लोग जो एज ए एक्सपीरियंस आज आपके साथ में हम लोग मोर देन 10 ईयर काम कर चुके हैं IT डिपार्टमेंट में, और अभी ऑलरेडी काम कर ही रहे हैं। इसलिए हम लोग के पास जितना एक्सपीरियंस है वो आज आपको हम शेयर करेंगे कि आपके लिए कौन सा बेस्ट होगा लैपटॉप और डेस्कटॉप।
Hi guys, so here we are today. We're going about to discuss what computer or desktop, laptop that will suit you the best. So first we will discuss about the major components, and then we will help you choose the best one for you. So this video will be focusing on Windows, as we called it PC.
Yes.
We're gonna make a video soon about Apple Macs. So let's start the video. So now we're going to discuss about the processors. Processor, or we call it CPU. We do have two major manufacturer of the processor. So we have Intel and AMD. So this two is competing with the market today regarding with the processor's price. But the only issue thing about the Intel is AMD is basically what you like or what you needed, because these processors are very powerful right now, and it doesn't make any difference. Maybe it will make a difference when you buy a high-end build, but for the low end in the mid-range, this will be there will be no big difference at all. So right now, the Intel CPU, we have Intel Pentium. We also have i3, i5, i7, and i9. So for the AMD, we have Athlon, AMD Ryzen 5, Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, and Ryzen 9. So in the Intel and in the Ryzen, there's something called I or R. So basically there's no difference for that part. It's only a category, that it's meaning that it has a higher range or a higher processor within the given generation. So what I'm saying, within the generation, we have multiple generation. From first generation of Intel, I think we are in 11th generation right now. Next, we will be dealing with the memory. The major difference within the DDR3 and DDR4, it's DDR3 is old and DDR4 is new. I also see some people using still DDR2, but for the trend today and the computers today, it's not worthy to buy a DDR2 laptop or desktop components, because the Windows 10 alone is eating about 2 to 3 GB of memory. So using DDR2 is a little off the charts. So the DDR3 is from the DDR3 module started from 2007, and it's the successor of DDR2. And the DDR4 is the latest variant of computing. The DDR4 achieved higher speed and efficiency thanks to its transfer rate and decreased voltage. So what it basically means, the DDR4 have low power consumption, and it has better transfer rates, so it's faster and better. So next, we will tell about hard drive. So right now we have three hard drives right now. Actually, we have more than three hard drive, but we'll be focusing on the major components in the market. So we have the hard disk drive. Basically, this is the analog or mechanical drive that we are using long time ago. This is the part where you hear the clicking sound and the computer. So this is the most common storage, but this is the slowest of the three. So next is we have SSD.
So my question is, what is the best, SSD or hard disk?
For now, the hard disk versus the SSD, because the SSD is really fast. It's 10 times to 20 times faster than the hard drive. So it will turbocharge your computer. Let's say before you're turning on your computer, you wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe if you put SSD, you will wait for 1 minute. So regarding the bootload, it will lessen the strain of the computer and all the components.
So what is your suggestion if somebody buying the laptop? So you buy the direct SSD or with hard disk?
Mostly all of the laptop is upgradable with SSD. As long it has the hard disk drive slot, we can add the SSD on it. We will put up a video soon on how to upgrade laptop hard disk to SSD. So on one note also, there's laptop that you cannot upgrade the hard drive. We call it eMMC or the MMC laptop. This is the one you will buy the small storage laptop. This one I think the maximum is 128 GB. This laptop contains SD card, same that you're using in your mobile phone or camera. This one is soldered inside the board of the laptop, so we cannot remove it.
So we go on next, power supply, motherboard.
This is for
Computers.
desktop computer. So the power supply, it's not a big issue, but we can tell it's the more powerful, it's better, because you don't want a big car with a small engine. So the power supply is the one that's giving you all the power it needed. So as the motherboard is chosen with the compatibility of the CPU or the processor. So if, let's say you buy Intel processor, of course you need to buy Intel CPU. Of course you need to check also the generation of the processor. For this one, you can ask your local dealers or the shop owners or the service crew to help you for this one.
Now we go next, example, like video card.
So the video card, this is very hard to decide, because right now with all the mining, if you heard about mining of Bitcoin, video card is one very big issue right now because it's very expensive. If you buy, you will see a graphics card that is posted for, let's say, $1,000 in the internet, but you cannot buy it $1,000. Maybe we will get it for $1,500 to $2,000 because of the supply and demand. We will discuss the video card later once we're choosing the best computer or laptop for you. The three major issue about buying computer is, of course, how you will use it. Are you going just to go on social media, or going to use worksheet? Are you going to make 3D, or are you going to just play games? Next is, are you willing to upgrade? Do you have, of course, we all set budget when we buy something. And then the last one is, how much are you willing to spend? So buying computer is always a budget issue for all of us because I know some components are very expensive right now. So right now we will discuss about laptop. The laptop. So we will put three categories for the laptop. So first, the budget. The budget is the low to mid range. If you're getting a laptop, I think the best laptop for everyone, like for social media, for Excel or work related, that doesn't belong to the graphics industry, or you will play a little game, might as well buy the Ryzen processor, the Ryzen G series. So what does the Ryzen G offer? So the Ryzen G comes with the most powerful graphics card that it's on board for in the laptop. So you must see laptops that have AMD and Nvidia. So this is the two major manufacturer of video cards in the industry now. So if you see any laptop that has Nvidia or AMD, that's on the budget side. When I say budget side, it should have, the cost should be around less than $1,000 or maybe $800 less.
This is the normal.
This is the normal.
And high end.
So the budget laptop, you should buy the Ryzen G series because it has the most powerful graphics on board. It will deal a lot of things to you. You can also make like AutoCAD on it. You can make use AutoCAD on it, and also most of all the games will run through it. So that's it. And we'll go to the next.
Most people are asking, I will buy a second-hand laptop. What do you advise?
So of course, for the second-hand laptop, make sure you properly check it. You physically and visually, you need to check it first. Also, if you can turn on the laptop, check the performance. And if you're buying an old laptop with a hard disk, spare around $30 to $40 so you can buy an SSD and upgrade it so it will have better performance. And also, I'm saying this because right now we are all using Windows 10. So I think the minimum requirements of the Windows 10 is 4 GB. But if you will put games and you will use a lot of Google Chrome tabs, might as well go for 8 GB RAM. So it will help your computer perform faster. Yeah, for the desktop, we have 4 different categories. We go for the low budget, the entry level, the mid level, and the high entry level. So the low end level, for me, I will get Ryzen R3 or Ryzen 3 or getting Intel i3. I don't think buying Intel Pentium or AMD Athlon will suffice my needs for the moment. So for the low budget desktop, make sure you will buy 2 SSD, maybe 240 GB SSD that will help, that will install everything for you. Just don't put too much data on it. This will work on social media, Officeworks, and game in low settings. So the entry level, This build will work on games in mid and high settings. The AutoCAD will work fine also. If you're going to design, getting i5 or Ryzen 5 with 16 GB of memory and 500 GB of SSD, and also if you want to put graphics card, the GTX 1650 Super is one friendly budget. You have still some helpful tips if you want to continue. When you're building a PC or buying a laptop or desktop, you will always have the final say. You can ask the customer service or support so they can guide you if you want to check or intend to buy any product from them. So always don't forget, don't go over budget. There's always time to upgrade. So, and lastly, do not lose the receipt. All of the store, no receipt, no warranty. So
तो ये था कुछ हम लोग का टिप्स आप लोग के लिए, कौन सा लैपटॉप कौन सा डेस्कटॉप लेना है। उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये वीडियो आप सबको अच्छा लगा होगा। अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो एक लाइक कर दीजिए। अगर कुछ कमेंट है या कुछ मैसेज करना है आपको तो आप फेसबुक पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे या कमेंट बॉक्स में कहीं पे भी कमेंट कर सकते हैं। जितना हो सकता है हम लोग आपका उस कमेंट का आंसर देने का कोशिश करेंगे। तो फिर मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। अगर चैनल पर नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। बाय बाय।